song. He was tenacious about playing, learning his new covers, writing his own songs, and growing as a musician. Even on nights when he got off work super late, he had to play his guitar. It was his decompression and how he relaxed. Manny was so passionate about music, and he didn't care what anyone thought about his musical tastes. Punk, classic rock, rap, Disney soundtracks, oldies, classical, 90s dance hits, and boy bands. And we really bonded over our shared and sometimes cheesy tastes in music. He was born a musician and he knew it. Plus his voice. I love his voice. I'm gonna miss it so much. He had that gritty, loud, perfect, unique punk rock voice. But then he also could sing so soft and angelically. And I loved when he'd sing to me, play guitar. He was a competitive musician and he knew how good he was, but he was also extremely encouraging to his friends. How many people here have been inspired by Manny or learned to play a song from him? He always pushed his friends to be better. He saw your potential and pushed you to reach it. He would not let you settle for okay when he knew you could be exceptional. Manny kept it real and you always knew how he felt and where you stood with him. He was never afraid to share his opinion or stand up for himself or his friends. And he was also brutally honest. When we first became friends, he was throwing punk rock shows on a boat in Long Beach. Some of the best, most amazing shows you could go to. I just moved here, and basically I jumped in the first band that I could find, so I was playing bass for a band. I asked him if my band could play on the boat, and what he said to me was, "All right, Mindy, I'm gonna book you guys because you're my friend, but I just gotta be honest with you. I don't like your band." So we started a better one. He was a loving and loyal friend and was so good at keeping in touch. If you came across his mind, he would say hello. If a meme or quote reminded him of you, he would send it your way. He loved giving gifts and he loved Christmas and getting in the holiday spirit. He also did love Christmas music, and you'd find Rocking Around the Christmas Tree on his summer playlist. I definitely have some secret videos of him rocking Carol of the Bells in May. Despite years of mastering his tough guy reputation, Manny was a sweet and sensitive teddy bear with a huge heart. And I'm really lucky to say that he was my teddy bear. He was my love. He was a true romantic, and he was way more romantic than me. When our first Valentine's Day came around, I told him I didn't need any flowers or anything fancy. And I actually had to both go to school and work that day, so we weren't going to get to hang out. He spent the night before and made me a nice breakfast. I dropped him off at the train on my way to school, then work. I got home around 10 p.m. and there were flowers waiting for me in my room, with a note that said, "I'm so sorry, but I couldn't not give my girlfriend flowers on our first Valentine's Day." He was so good with words, and he always made me feel so special. He always gave me cards on holidays and would take the time to write something sweet and sincere. He was genuine and he always spoke from his heart. I was blessed with our 13 years together, but it was nowhere near enough. If grief and love are intertwined, then the deepness of our love is verified by this cavernous depths of grief that I've been hurled into since he passed. It has shown me that Manny is my true love and my soulmate, the love of my life. We were meant to find each other, and when we met, it's as if we already knew each other, just kind of oh hey, there you are, I know you. In our relationship, there was passion and romance, but also just comfort and Our relationship had ups and downs, but we remained committed to it and always found a way to overcome any obstacle we faced. He was my home, my lover, and my best friend. We were a part of each other's families. He begrudgingly made so many trips to Iowa with me. He was a part of my sister's wedding, and he was a loving uncle to my nephew Liam, who adored him. Manny loved children and babies and was so good with them, and they always gravitated towards him as well. He was so proud to have recently become an uncle within his own family. Both his sister and brother recently had adorable babies, and it breaks my heart that he will not get to watch them grow up. Manny also loved animals, and he treated our pets like children. Our pet family misses him so much. He had a special bond with our cat Rosie, who was such a daddy's girl. It was so painful to see how hard she took his loss. She laid on his dirty shirt all day for over a week after he passed, visibly sad and missing her daddy. His very best buddy, his fur baby for life, is Elvis, the senior pup who's been with his family for over 17 years. He would do anything for that dog. When this tragedy happened, and when we were planning this, they asked me if Manny ever mentioned what he wanted to happen if he passed. Besides from a few random off comments, we never really discussed our deaths. However, we had a detailed bullet point plan for Elvis's passing. Manny is very adamant that Elvis be put to sleep peacefully in our home, not in the vet's office. That Elvis be cremated and his remains be handled with the utmost respect. He made sure his jobs were aware that he would be needing multiple days off when his dog passed. Because Elvis is so incredibly old, we cherished every day with him. We treated every park trip, adventure, and holiday as if it could be our last together. I'm so grateful we took the care to make all those beautiful memories and cherish them as they happened. Manny was dreading the day Elvis would pass away. So I feel a small sense of relief in knowing that Manny will no longer have to endure the pain of losing his special dog. I will care for and love Elvis with all my heart until his time comes. And when it does, I know Manny will be there waiting for him on the other side of the Rainbow Bridge. To quote Manny in his own words, I have this on tape. I know I'm going to be something. People are going to remember my music. I don't know how or why, but I've always known it since I was a little kid. Make sure his memory and his music live on forever. Please keep sharing his stories and sharing his music. Celebrate him on his birthday, July 6th. Think about him whenever you hear the Beatles, cheer on the Dodgers, catch a wrestling match, pick up an instrument, or heckle a band at a punk show. It is now up to all of us to honor his legacy as an honest and outspoken, uniquely talented, true Los Angeles punk rock legend. Manny, I love you so much, and saying goodbye is the hardest moment of my life. No matter where the rest of my life takes me, I will always have deep love for you in my heart, and you will always be my true love and soul.